Let me ask you something. Have you ever completely ruined your day over something that didn't even happen yet? Our brains are incredible storytellers. They tend to specialize in worst case scenarios. One moment where you don't have all of the information and suddenly you're emotionally time traveling into a future that doesn't even exist. Nothing has actually happened except for that thought in your mind. Our brains do something strange. They treat imagined problems like they're real emergencies. I saw this happen in my own life recently. Earlier this year, I had a little health scare. Nothing serious, but in that moment, my brain immediately jumped into the worst possible outcome. My thoughts started spiraling. What if something happens to me? What if my daughter grows up without me? And for a few moments, those thoughts and feelings felt incredibly real. My body and brain reacted like something terrible was actually happening. But then I paused. I took a few deep breaths, and I remember thinking to myself, wait a second. None of this is actually happening. My brain was just telling me a story. And that moment reminded me how powerful our thoughts can be. Our beliefs quietly shape our lives, not in a super magical way, but in a very real way. Because what you believe about yourself changes how you show up in the world. Your beliefs influence your decisions. Your decisions shape your actions, and your actions create your results. So if your inner voice constantly says something like, I'm not ready, what if people judge me? You hesitate, you stay quiet, you hold yourself back. And over time, those small decisions slowly build a life that matches that belief. Something powerful happens when you start noticing those thoughts. Instead of automatically believing every story that your brain tells you, you begin to observe it. You start noticing things like, oh, that's fear talking, or that's really not my belief. I don't think that about myself. Or that belief was given to me by somebody else. Your thoughts are not always telling you the truth. They're just thoughts, and you don't have to believe every single one of them. We are often far more capable than we believe. A lot of the limits we think are real are actually just stories. But the moment you start questioning those stories, you create space for new ones. Stories where you trust yourself a little more, where you stop letting fear decide what your life looks like. So if your brain has been a little dramatic lately, welcome to the human experience. You're alive, babe. We all do this. You don't have to believe every story your mind tells you. You can question them and choose beliefs that move you forward instead of holding you back. You are far more capable and far more interesting than you're letting yourself believe. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.